Hey guys, this is that 97 Buell M2 Cyclone, the one I'm doing the paint job on. Among other things, my customer bought this thing sight unseen off the internet and then paid me to go up and pick it up, check it out and everything. Pretty nice little bike. Just was very neglected, and the bike was covered in oil. Engine was covered in oil. You know, I talk about it in my other videos there if you want to look at them. You know, of course, tail section was covered in oil. Everything was covered in oil. Anyway, I'm just kind of getting ready to clean it up a little bit because I'm going to be putting that paint back on. I got to clean the carb and put new throttle cables on it and a couple other things. But anyway, just recently I found, taking it apart, that most of the oil coming from the breather tubes, both of them were really loose, just flopping around there, and you can see where all the oil's been running. But you know, I had a lot of oil on the bottom end. You can see right here, that's oil. It looks like spray paint, but trust me, it's oil. This bottom half, you can see the discoloration of the metal, the aluminum. It was just totally coated. So anyway, I'm spraying it off, and then I go to wipe it off, and I look down, and this is your little inspection plug where you can see the timing on the flywheel. And if you see that, that's exactly how loose it is. Just little things like that. That thing's been pumping oil out of there. So, you know, I'm good. I'm glad that that's what it is. It might still have a rocker cover gasket or something like that might be seeping, but it's kind of obvious that the majority of the oil has been coming out of the breather fittings and that inspection plug there. So thank goodness we'll get her really cleaned up there and fix those couple leaks, and I think we got a lot of it whooped right there. But anyway, yeah, I got some serious scrubbing to do on it. And like I was saying in the other videos, this is going to be a representation of my work. So even though the customer's not worried about getting the bike shined up and polished up and cleaned up, because you know they might not want to pay me to do it, I'm going to do a lot of it anyway because I'm putting a new paint job on here, and people are going to be looking at this bike to see a representation of my work. So sometimes you got to put a little sweat equity in things. You know, I'm getting paid well for the work I'm doing, so you know, it'll be all right. I'm going to put a little extra time into it and get it cleaned up. Yeah, if you look on this side, I actually sprayed some cleaner on it a while back when I first got it. And you could see where that oil has been running forever. And those are actually stained. It's kind of like etched in to the metal. This side, you can see the block's a little cleaner than the other side right there, but that was actually oil streaks that had been laying there for years and years and years. And actually right there, I just sprayed that off with I mean, not right this second, but when I first got it, the oil was running down. I thought it was like fresh, but it was like syrup. It had been running on there for years and just laid there. And of course, when I sprayed it off, then it made that stain in there. So I got to get that out. And you can see like back here where the starter is and stuff, it was just coated in oil. I just now started cleaning off. The battery was soaked and the oil tank and everything else. So I'm just kind of doing a quick going over it. I got to run and get some more aluminum cleaner and stuff, and I'm going to really try to polish this thing up real nice for him. And maybe he'll give me a tip or something. But basically what it is it's a, like I say, it's sweat equity. It's a labor investment, which will come in returns later. You do a really nice high quality work, and people will beat a path to your door, and they'll pay just about whatever you want to get the same thing the other guys got. So sometimes you got to put a little extra effort in, you know, things like this, and you might not get paid right away, but you get paid dividends later. So, you know, I don't like to go overboard. This has been my best customer. You know, one of the best customers, if not the best customer, has always paid me really well and paid me good. Paid me on time, paid me ahead on some jobs, and no questions asked. So usually when he shows up, he's got a wad of cash for me. So I hope he shows up soon. No, but anyway, that's the kind of people that you treat good. Unlike most of my customers, this is the 1 out of 10 guy. Okay, so he does not make up for the other 9 that I got to chase down and only get part of my money and all that. But there's no reason for him to suffer for it. So I treat him good. He treats me good. And this bike will be a representation, even though it's not a full-blown custom, chopper or something, $100,000 bike. I want it to look like it is. And, like I say, I want to put my name on it. So that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, look at my other video before this one. I got the base coat on earlier. And I just started cleaning this up a little bit. I got to take off out of here for a little bit. And I'll get back to it here later. And this weekend. I'll get her shined up here. So anyway, stay tuned. Just wanted kind of interesting there with the fittings loose. So, go over your stuff, especially if you got a Harley, because it shakes everything loose. Loctite is Harley's best friend. So check all your bolts and everything and fittings and so forth, because most likely a couple of them are loose. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Stay tuned. Videos are only going to get better and better.